am very happy that I am standing in a very historic place in Egypt. This is Siva. I was thinking it is Cairo, so I prepared everything for Cairo, but Giza is more interesting, and I really thank the organizer, Mervit Fonda, for inviting us. And I think she made a very intelligent decision to first show us around the Giza city and Cairo and then conduct the conference, because if you conduct the conference, all the people will run away, nobody will have a chance to see the city. So she has done the reverse, and congratulations, you are first showing your country, all your hidden treasures of the place and all the monuments, and really it was very interesting because first time in my life I am seeing this kind of conference. It's very interesting though, because every time people will first have the conference. More this side? This side? Okay. So I have many things to share with you. Why I chose this topic is because the conference theme is about sustainable development goals. But I have taken sustainable development goal 5 because it relates to women and gender equality. So out of the 17 goals, fifth one is for gender equality, which is a cornerstone for us, for women. Next slide. Next. So what I will be talking today, I have outlined in this 3-4 points. First, I will be speaking about the achievable sustainable gender equality in the SDGs goals, and then the importance of women empowerment in sustainable development, and thirdly, I will introduce OWSD. I was the past chairman for OWSD, and now I am the national chapter chairman of OWSD, India chapter. And then I will be talking about how we are merging with our sustainable development goals, the goals of OWSD and the goals of sustainable development goals. So how this started, talking about challenges and opportunities. Next slide. So what is SDGs? It is about the UNDP, United Nations, got together, the countries of all the world countries gathered together in New York, and then decided that they should see that the whole planet is free of hunger, free of poverty and equality and climate change. So there were many things. Out of that, 17 goals were sustainable development goals. And then I have chosen focus on gender equality, recognizing it as the cornerstone for sustainable development, because women are very important, forming 50% of the world population. So next. So to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls, we need to end discrimination and gender-based violence against women. So these are the points which are very important. We need to promote equal access to education, okay. So we have outlined these 4 parameters which are the key parameters. First is to end violence, second is to eliminate harmful practices like child marriage and mutilation of genitals, and equal participation and leadership, and access to sexual reproduction and health. Next. So first thing is it is human right, critical for peace, prosperity and stability. So women represent half of the global population, accelerate progress on all the sustainable development goals, and also some statistics which I want to say is the women perform 3 times more labor work, unpaid work than the men. This is about already listed in international labor organizations. So, and 26% of the parliament seats globally are held by women, only 26%. And 1 in 3 women has experienced gender-based violence. So this has not reduced at all. Next. So are we there? After the progress of so much with education and encouraging women, have we reached the goals? I don't think we have attained. This balance is still not there. We are still not here. Next. Now coming to our organization, that is for Organization for Women in Science in the Developing World. Next. I'd like to say that we are Women in Science for encouraging other women in the developing countries. Okay, the history of this is it was formed by the TWAS, means Organization of Science. It was founded by TWAS. TWAS is an organization of Professor Abdul Salam, who is a physicist from Pakistan. When he got his Nobel Prize, he took this Nobel Prize money and went to Italy and talked with the Italian government to establish a center for theoretical physics. So from there, this organization, he started this for the developing world. So from there, when the first meeting was held in calling all the countries, not only physicists but all the scientist countries from the world, there were very few women present in that meeting. So at that time the idea of having a women's organization was germinating. So at that time that was founded in 1887, but the first meeting of OWSD was in Cairo. So the first meeting was here in Cairo, and I think the first president of OWSD is Shaista from Egypt. She was the one who started the first meeting, which in this meeting every single person who became a member was paid the travel grant, was paid accommodation and called to meeting to present their work. So that is how this developed with the investment made by Professor Abdul Salam with his Nobel laureate funds. Then this organization of ours supports women scientists from the developing and least developed countries also. In Sahara African countries, there are several least developed countries. So we give lot of opportunities for them, and we promote capacity building, leadership and also networking. And it is the first and largest networking center of women, this organization. Next, it has membership of 100 countries. So it focuses on advancing women scientists in the developing countries for sustainable development. Therefore, it gives equal opportunities, and women scientists receive full recognition and equal opportunities in every field. And one thing which is very good about this is, when you get a fellowship from this organization, you can choose to go to America, Canada, Australia, China, whichever advanced country you want to go and learn. OWSD supports the lady to go and do the work, PhD there, but they have to come back to their own country, so there is no question of brain drain. So that is why this is so important. Next. So we have 4 regions, because there are 137 countries in the organization. So this was divided into 4 regions: Asia Pacific region, Arab region, African region, Latin American region. Like that, 4 regions, all the countries of the world have been divided. Our regions include Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, all these countries in the Asia Pacific region. So for this region, there is a vice president, and then 4 vice presidents from 4 regions, which report to the president of this whole organization, world president, and she is from South Africa. Next. So the fellowships which are offered by OWSD, and then networking and mentoring programs are there for women scientists, and then capacity building activities are taken up. In women in various roles are encouraged to learn leadership qualities and also take entrepreneurship and be leaders in science. Next. We have organized these leadership roles to have a gender balance in India. So at that time, Madam had come here. Jennifer Thompson, she is the president of World Organization of Women in Science. So she has come, and this is from CSDG, from CSIR, and these are the panelists, and Vice President Atya Kaple is Vice President of this region and happens to be my daughter. And these are the main organizations, so I mean from Indian government, these are the panelists. Next. So how we are going to link OWSD to Sustainable Development Goals of the UNDP. So actually UNDP has very large agenda, but OWSD is focused on women development, and also it relates to how women can directly align the mission with sustainable development goals. So they are very much matching, and without women's development, the world cannot progress, because there are so many things women do which men cannot do. So capacity building we have to enhance, and empowering women scientists to become world leaders. So next. Now how the matching is there? You know, this is the SDG developmental goals, and these are OWSD action goals. So they are very, first thing is end discrimination. There should be no discrimination between the 2 genders. Secondly is promote equality. Third is women's full participation in everything. Before, when I used to go for conferences, there were many times when only 1 or 2 women were there in any conference. Then slowly started to increase the number to 5 to 10 to 15. So the idea was to have all women for a conference. So that was to encourage women to develop leadership qualities, to present their work, and then slowly they will combine in the conference with the males. So that is what gender sensitive policies, fellowships, flexible support, leadership training, and now we have national chapters under OWSD. Ours is a national, India national chapter, and Mervet Fonda is Egypt national chapter chairperson. Like that, I am chairperson of OWSD national chapter. Like that, there are 30 national chapters in our Asia Pacific region, and China also has one national chapter. So I know, and several countries have national chapters. So we are, financed by UNESCO and TWAS organization, World Organization, and United Women, UN Women organizations. Next, yeah. So our OWSD programs are driving the SDH goals. So that's why this topic is merging with what Fonda has told us to prepare for, that is the Sustainable Development Goals. How it merges? Because we have PhD fellowships for women, and then we have hosted Global South, and we have early career fellowships, post PhD fellowship. They all return home and start new labs. And we have very important awards called Elsevier Awards. If you publish your work in Elsevier, they give $5,000 to at least 10 people who have published in Elsevier journals and best papers. They are selected and given awards. And also national chapters, about 30 country level leadership, so that we can interact at the grassroots levels. Like here, the geographically you all are different from India. India has multicultural background, and there are so many kinds of entrepreneurships which women can take. Here there are, you cannot repeat the same kind of scenario in Egypt or in China. So each country has a different kind of leadership programs and entrepreneurship programs. So that is why we can have expertise of our own in our own country and collaborate with other countries which don't have the expertise like what we have. So you have expertise of your country, I have expertise of my country, and we can interact with each other to learn from each other. So this is OWSD is the largest networking center. So we can communicate with the world using OWSD networking. Next. So that is why it aligned with SDS goal. Okay. So it bridges the gender gaps and it promotes role models and inclusive science. Next. So empowering a women scientist means empowering a community. OWSD advances SDH Goal 5 through gender equality in science, investing in women in STEM, investing in sustainability. Let us support, mentor, and mobilize more women in science. Next. So this is the gender equal to power, reduces poverty. Next. Okay, the barriers which women face, and see the men, they can run, but women have to face so many barriers to reach the goals, whereas the men don't have that many barriers. So we have legal cultural obstacles, legal and cultural discrimination, child marriage, gender-based violence. So for women to reach their goal, there are obstacles. Next. We are still not there. I think you all agree that we have still not reached our goals. Next. So some statistics are there which I will skip, because if you want the slide I will send it to you. Next. This is the benefits of gender equality. So we can reduce economic growth, we can reduce poverty, we can increase economical growth, we can improve health and education. Health is very important being a scientist. You know, for me, I have brought some slides. Next. Health and well-being also very important for gender. This thing, women's health is very important. Next. Okay, next. Okay, next. Here, my interest has been in cancer biology, and I have done lot of work on cancers, and we have listed out the cancers the women can have and the men can have. So my work is to develop biomarkers for identifying which cancer is important and which biomarker will relate to which kind of cancer. So my area of interest in cancer biology has been there. I work lots of work on cancer biomarkers. Next. So next. Yeah. Okay, next. How do we get there? By global partnership, removing barriers and empowering women scientists, by all of us putting ourselves together into one loop. Next. So our call to action is, as we approach 2030, we must renew our commitment to SDS goals 5. Governments and other things should collectively ensure that no woman or no girl is left behind. Next. Remember, opportunities are like buses. There is always another one coming. So next. So this conclusion, how important it is for gender equality, what role OWSD plays, and how collectively we can impact the world. Next. Summary, OWSD is not only support mechanism for women scientists, it is strategic agent for systemic change in line with sustainable development goals. So by empowering women in science from the developing world, OWSD contributes to creating inclusive, equitable, resilient scientific communities. Next. Thank you.